Speedrunning is possibly the ultimate display of mastery over a game. It can take countless hours of tireless dedication and practice to reach the top of the leaderboard. But what if I told you that there was another way? What if you could become a world champion speedrunner without all of the blood, sweat, tears, and pencil shavings that the pros do? Well, I think that sounds pretty neat, and I hope you do too. Let's begin. Okay, so here we are on speedrun.com. Now, what I'm about to show you is the trick that I alluded to in my not at all clickbait thumbnail. Are you ready? This is the trick that's going to allow anybody to become a world champion speedrunner. Here it comes. Just sort the list by fewest runs. Now hold on. I know what you're thinking. Ed, nobody is going to care if I'm the world champion in some licensed shovelware game that nobody plays. You beautiful fool. You literally could not be more wrong. In fact, there is far more glory in being the first ever person to finish a speedrun than there is in chasing a world record in an oversaturated game with thousands of runs that all look the same. I'm sure you want an example, don't you? Okay, I have one. Without looking it up, tell me the name of the fourth person to walk on the moon. You can't do it, can you? I can't do it. In fact, I don't think I know anybody who could name the fourth person on the moon. I can name Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. You probably could. Everybody probably could. And I know you might be thinking, okay, well, we're talking about video game speedruns. Why are you talking about the moon all of a sudden? But here's the thing. The moon, and specifically walking on it, is infinitely cooler than a video game speedrun. If you can't name all 12 people who have been to the moon, and yes, there are 12, I didn't know that before I started making this video, how are you going to know the 32nd person or whatever to break the any percent Super Mario Odyssey world record? You're not going to know. Remember this guy from that totally sweet intro that I made? Well, his name is Smallant, and he's an enormously popular YouTuber, Twitch streamer, but most importantly, speedrunner. In fact, he may be the most popular speedrunner. Have you checked on any of his records lately? Let's see, we got 193rd, 119, 26, 4th, 11th. Now those are far from bad runs. In fact, they're pretty good runs, but none of them are first place in Super Mario Odyssey, the game that Smallant is most known for. Then why is his following so huge? Because being first doesn't matter. What matters is being first early. This is the leaderboard for Smallant's best category, the Super Mario Odyssey minimum captures run. He's currently 4th, but he used to be number 1. Number 1 is now a player named Gorgonim as of 2 months ago. And despite being quantifiably better than Smallant, the level of recognition is incomparable, with Gorgonim's 207 subscribers to Smallant's 9 trillion. Now, please don't misunderstand this as me saying, Smallant bad, Gorgonim good, or Gorgonim bad, Smallant good. All I'm trying to say is, you know, a wise man by the name of Richard Robert once told us, if you ain't first, you're last. So now that my incredibly persuasive arguments have convinced you that the most important thing is being first, it's time to select a game. And yes, the most important factor for game selection is that there are no runs at all on the game, because then every pace is world record pace. But there's another factor that's almost as important. How long is it going to take you to beat this game? Because sure, you could do a run in Final Quest Tactics Gods and Kings Edition, but if that game is a cool 120-hour investment, you're going to want to pick something else. Anyway, I'm playing Drake and Josh. Okay, so now that we've selected a game, the next step is to simply record a playthrough, and through the magic of the walrus method, any pace is world record pace. I will, of course, be playing this on an original cartridge. And I also decided to stream this on my Twitch purely for the sake of cross promotion. Please follow @Walrus on Twitch. All right, let's finally get started. The actual game is not really that interesting, so here's a brief summary. I do some Metal Gear style stealth as Drake, some basic block sliding puzzles as Josh, collect sheep, so many sheep. Then it's Metal Gear Drake again. Oh, this was fun. Here's where I got stuck on one of those so-called basic puzzles. A puzzle designed for a licensed children's game. I am so embarrassed that I had to look up the answer to this puzzle. I cannot believe it. Oh, and also, in doing so, I ruined my completely legit speedrun splits. Well, whatever. We got through that room, so let's just move on. And wouldn't you know it, I get stuck again. This was not my finest gaming moment. So I also went to go look this up, and then, yep, my computer completely crashed, which meant I had to start over. So I played through the entire game again off stream. Pipes? Why are we plumbing? What's going on here? So yes, so I played through the entire game again off stream, reached the point that I had reached when my computer crashed, and then finally made it to the last level where all I had to do was play one song for a group of very, very hateful people. And once I was done calming their rage, it was over. I had won. All that remains is to upload my run, submit it to the leaderboards, and wait for verification. The verification took a few days, and there it is. World champion. And that's all there is to it. With the walrus method, we can all be winners. So let's get running, and I'll see you on the podium. If you made it all the way to the end with me, I cannot thank you enough for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd be very appreciative if you could like, comment, and subscribe. I'm a brand new creator, and it would help me out tremendously. Bye!